Hello, my name is Annika Hoseth, and this is my piece entitled Calibrating. After creating my chord progression, I pulled out this theme based around 4 notes. The 4th note varies throughout the piece as if something is trying to calibrate itself and make adjustments until it reaches its goal. I first started by establishing the home key D major with a diatonic chord progression. I then added some modal mixture and used a minor 4/6 chord ending on a 5/7 again. In the next stanza, I tonicized minor 2 with a 5/7 of minor 2 applied chord. I then made the minor 2 a major 7 chord so that it would be the 5/7 of 5 and would end the phrase with a nice half cadence. My next phrase begins in D major and modulates to the relative minor B minor using the pivot chord method. I use E minor, which is minor 2 in D major and minor 4 in B minor. I then wanted to tonicize the 5 chord, so I used a 5/7 of 5 followed by a 5. I then went to a 1/6 chord to keep the 5 sounding like tonic, creating an extended tonicization. I then used the cadential 6/4 to 5/7 cadence in B minor to start moving away from F sharp major, and then I ended with a 5/7 to 1 perfect authentic cadence in B minor. The third phrase starts with the descending 5th sequence in which B to E is our model and it is copied twice. We land on C major, which is major 4 in G minor, so we use chromatic modulation and treat C as a mixture chord and an S category harmony that moves to the 5 chord. I then used a Neapolitan 6th chord, moving to a 5/7 chord, and finally to a 1 chord for an imperfect authentic cadence. The triplets I used were inspired by Somewhere from West Side Story. For the final phrase, I started in G minor and used B flat over D as a pivot chord to modulate to F major. In the next stanza, I began with a German augmented 6 chord that moves to a 5/6/5 chord that takes us to 1 and establishes the new key F major. Now to modulate back to the original key D major, I used B flat over D as a pivot chord. This then goes to an applied chord that moves us to 5/7, taking us back to the theme from the beginning. Then I used the cadential 6/4 to create a perfect authentic cadence in D major to end the piece. Now I will play it all together.